Well, hello people, so it's Peter here, down in the old man shed. It's coming up at 4:45 on a Sunday afternoon, and got some train, come down here to run some trains, and whoa, what trains? I've got passenger coaches going around on Torridon Road, what's going on? Well, you know, they're engineering trains as far as I'm concerned, alright, so yeah, Network Rail with the two Hornby 67s. And I've got the DRS 37s that are normally sitting in their little engine shed at the corner of the layout. I've got them running because I thought it was about, you know, time to give them a run out, I thought. And so there's the trains. So yeah, coaches, good gracious, yeah. The 37s are running as a consist under the gauge master control, and pretty good consist actually. I haven't done any, I mean, when I do a consist I normally try to make sure that everything is the same, you know, so two Bachmann 37s, the same decoder, same CVs and everything, and they're running pretty well. The 67s however are in a simple consist because the gauge master, I cannot, under the gauge master I cannot get two TTS chips to talk together and become a consist. So I've done the easy setup. The two locos, two become one, alright, because they've both got the same address, alright. The only difference being is that the rear loco has had its CV changed so that it changes its direction of travel, so that they are running back to back, but that's correct. Because one end is detailed, the other end has the coupling, okay? So the DB Schenkered one has had its CV setting changed, so it thinks forward is in actual fact running backwards, and that means that's why it can run as a puckered top and tail train. So when I turn the sound on in a minute, all the sounds will come on. You know, I've turned the lights off, all the lights go off, the same thing. Not like the 37s, I've got to call them up individually and turn the sounds on. What's next? I've got the rail operators groups there, all on their siding, all three locos together, giving them a rest now whilst I run these other trains around. And I've took off the class 66 because I'll just give these ones a run around, and that's what I might be doing, just running, you know, different locos because they've not been run for a while. But yeah, the rail operators group 37s. Now the middle one is the Merleys Pioneer, which, you know, I've modified a lot to get it looking how she is in real life, and there was an update on the Europhoenix Facebook page, and it's got a picture of her ready to go onto the main lines. It's with a headline saying any day soon, any day, anytime soon. It's going on, you know, it's going to go onto the main line working. The only thing is, the picture of it looking at the front end view, it showed it fitted with snow ploughs, and my 37 as yet is not fitted with snow ploughs. Oh dear, I've got snow ploughs, I can fit them in, but on my 37s, on the detailed end, the snow plough is fitted to the buffer beam, so that snow plough doesn't move as she goes round the corners, and at the other end, it is fitted each side of the bogie to the NEM pocket so that it does move with the bogie. So one end, this end being the detailed end, is fixed, this end it moves. So got the same thing to do now with the Merleys Pioneer to get her looking as she is on the real thing. And that's why, talking about looking like the real thing, that's why with these, I've got these class 67s, but all, if it wasn't for these network rail coaches, I'll have nothing for them to do. Just like the rail operators groups, I like to, you know, create what they do in the real life. And although I like the class 67, in theory I would have nothing for it to do on Torridon Road because it's a passenger loco. You know, although it's got it shares the same engine with the class 66, the gearing is totally different to give her a higher top speed, and therefore she does passenger duties. I think it's sort of like the trains in Wales and you know, things like that normally use 67s and things, don't they? So yeah, so therefore it's fine to have her running around with the network rail coaches. So, you know, because you don't see it pulling the ballast wagons or, you know, steel wagons or anything like that. I don't think, you know, no. Could be wrong, but I've not seen any videos. So unless I see it, I don't do it. But that's fine. That's a train in its own right, working away. Nice engineering train, great. And also, as far as I'm concerned, the DRS train is like an engineering train, so that's it. Following on, I'll put the sound on these things and have her going around with the sounds on, and you can see it going around. But then following on, I've got my usual thing. I've got my film clips that I put together. It is showing the 37s with the drags a lot, you know, and its translator coaches. A lot of that, I'm afraid, guys, because that was my latest project, so I do like seeing that. But also, I've got the video showing movements on the yard itself. What I did is I moved out the class 20s and had them going around. I moved out the 08, and inside the shed are two class 66s. One's the Bachmann DB Schenker 66 and the other one is the Hattons DB Schenker 66, and I bought them both out, swapped them over, you know, and then put them back in on the different lanes. All right, so that's one little film clip. And what you will see, well, you can probably have a look and see what you think as a comparison, because the Bachmann class 66 at one end, at the detailed end, I put the illuminated models fixture to correct the lights, so she's got daytime running and marker lights on. I didn't do it at the back end, so when she comes in reverse it comes back to being just the two lights, not really worried. What I did do on the back end though is fitted the air dam, alright, because that's the only thing that the Bachmann 66 without air dams fitted, it doesn't look right. And although ordinarily at the front end where you detail it all up, that's fine, at the back end, because you've got the NEM pocket and the coupling, you don't normally have the air dam fitted. Well, I have fitted it, because I got hold of the air dam and I cut out a segment of it which allows for the coupling to come through. So she's fitted with the air dams at both ends. What else? The Hatton 66, she's had a CV change so that number one end underneath the exhaust is the leading end, and obviously she's all working fine because I've done all the axle boxes. I did all the modifications to the side frames and she runs as good as gold. But in the video all I'm doing is just taking it out, but you can see that has no problem negotiating the Hornby points and even a second radius curves, so that's great. Right, I think that's it, other than to say next weekend is the 19th and 20th of March, and I'm hoping to go along to Ali Paddy's railway show. You know, the Alexandra Palace is holding the railway show here in London next weekend, so I'm hoping to go there on the Sunday. So if you see me there, you know, say hi. You know, if I recognise anyone there myself from one of you. I don't think we're having a meet up, as far as I know. There's not been a meet up organised between YouTubers, not like there was at the Gets up in Milton Keynes. So I'll just be going along there, having a look at the layouts, see if there's anything that takes me fancy. I don't know. Right, so that's it. So what I'll do now is I'll just, you know, bring the camera down closer, you know, usual close-up running of the layout with the sounds on. All right, guys. So until next time, stay safe. The virus is still out there, even though it's been overshadowed by the other disastrous events of the world. But otherwise, yeah. So be careful, and let's hope there's the end of the suffering soon. Just hope so. Anyway, but from me, all the best until next time, people. Bye for now. Alright, bye.